Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of teaching you how to use Raena.ai, and today we're going to be focusing on quizzes. So we've gone over summaries before, helps you grab the information, but quizzes are a new step ahead. Let's say you need to learn a chunk of information within a few days. They'll give you a reading, they'll expect you to go through it again and again. If your retention isn't that good, this is going to be something for you, because not only is the action of reading involved, but you actually have to select it in a quiz format, and you'll understand in a second. So yeah, very helpful. Let's get into this. So as always, we're starting off on the main Raena.ai page, and we're going to get started. If you don't have an account, it takes 2 seconds to set up, easy peasy. Now we're on the main home page. How do we make quizzes? We're going to start off on the left side here under quizzes. So we're going to select that. Now we're selected with a few options as well. File, as always, it'll give you the file types that they support. Text, if you need to copy and paste something from somewhere that you can't turn into a file or a link, that's there as well. It's a great fail-safe. Link, if you need to take something from the internet, from Google, anything, you can paste a link in there and wait for it to verify and make sure it can be reached. As you may know, some links may be unreachable if they're based on university or locked websites where you need access to an account. Unfortunately, this AI can't go through that. But in saying that, if you can convert whatever information is on there into either a file or text, then that's an easy workaround. Image, great for mobile phone users, because if you're in a class and there's a whiteboard of information you need to, say, turn into a quiz, just take a photo and it'll start generating from that image. Amazing stuff. And then lastly, YouTube. So if you have a YouTube link that's set to public and you need to convert it into a quiz, you can do exactly that, just like the summaries. Very handy, very intuitive. For the sake of example, we're going to start on file today. And as always, we're presented with some options. So settings, we have language. I'm going to do mine in English. Up to you as well what you want to do. Question type. So this is a very interesting one because we have a lot of options here that mean a lot of different things. I'm going to start with multiple choice because it's pretty self-explanatory. Give you 1 of 4 options on what the answer could be. Amazing. Just like any usual quiz you did before. Then we have true or false. You got to deduct whether the information they provide you is true or false. Very self-explanatory, I know. Now, free response. Free response is very, very interesting as well because it'll give you a question and then it'll provide you a text box on what you have to say as the answer. It'll rate your response and give you feedback based on whether you got it correct or incorrect. If you get it wrong, it'll do something and I'll show you that later. Then we have fill in the blank, where it'll have a sentence and then it'll give you some options as to what the correct thing to put in there is. And we'll go over that physically in person as well. So I'm going to go mixed because mixed gives me a bit of everything from the selection. So if you're not too sure if you want one or the other, go mixed so you can have the full comprehensive learning experience if you so choose. Then we have the number of questions. You can do auto, which it'll choose for you, 1 to 10, 11, 20, and so on. So if you want a really full-on lock-in quiz, you can go one of the higher numbers. But if you just need to top off your mind with some supplementary knowledge, 1 to 10 or around that should be fine. Now this is a very interesting mode here as well. Feedback gives you some options here. We have quiz mode, which is going to be you answer a question, it tells you got it right or wrong instantly. Very nice. But however, if you want to really challenge yourself in an exam setting, you have exam mode. So what that does is that it lets you answer your question, but it will not tell you whether or not you got it correct until the end of the review page. So that really tests you and it forces you to think and, take great consideration into your answer because you don't know until it's over. Today we're going to go quiz mode, it's not that serious. And then we have the groups here that we can choose. Helps you group up things if you have a particular subject that you want to group all the content related to that together. Easy peasy, don't need to do that today. I'm going to select my file that I want. And it's going to give me the option again to choose what pages I want. I'm going to leave it as is, I don't really need to unselect anything. But if you have like a big reading with several chapters, some that you already know, some that you don't need to know yet, you can select the chapters or pages that you do want to know through various ways as well. And yeah, let's start the magic and get this started. So this will be a straight up live generation. So, and of course, as soon as I say that, my computer driver updates, but that's okay. It did generate a quiz for us, so we're still good to go. So we have in front of us a multiple choice question, and it's going to ask us the question up here. You can even have it read out the question to you.
According to the text, by what year had YouTube disrupted existing media business models and emerged as a new site of media power?
Interesting. All right, very nice. And you can also read out the answers as well, if you so choose.
2007.
Very nice. Anyway, so we're going to choose that one, and we're correct, as because we are in quiz mode, it has told us the answer straight away. No problems there. Next, we're going to do true or false. I don't even know what it is, so I'm just going to pick true, and I'm on the money yet again. Now, this is the example of the fill in the blank one, which is interesting because it's going to give us a sentence. The early media frame of YouTube often picked the side as of one of these: regulated, chaotic, professional, and educational. And then you put in your answer there to finish the sentence, and then it'll tell you if that is correct. And of course it is. You are a superhero. Thank you. Amazing. Now, this is the interesting one for any of those hard workers who really want to lock into their work and get to know it. This is, you have to type in your own answer. So, what were the two major themes of early news stories about YouTube? Provide at least one example. That's a lot of work for someone who hasn't read this this file quite a lot. So, I'm just gonna say news reports say there was a lot of unregulated content and it was chaotic. I don't know if that's right. That's just briefly what I know, but it's going to explain why I got that wrong. Students and touches on the theme of unregulated content, which relates to the concept of morality, but it lacks the mention there of youth as a theme. See, it gives me feedback. So someone who's learning is able to go through that and understand what they were missing and what they should say next time they complete it. But then they're subconsciously learning, which is the best part about this. And then another multiple choice. I think we get the idea. True or false. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. We finished our quiz. 4 out of 8. Not too bad. And it's given us key improvement areas. There we go. Look at this. So we can review our answers and areas of improvement. Look at that. High priority, medium. It even gives us priorities. How good is that? It gives us a score. And it gives us the answer that we gave. And it also gives us the option to reveal the right answer for a further review. There you go. Amazing. So we're going to go view all results, because you can do this multiple times. And then it'll slowly start building up the attempts that you make, and even other users' attempts. So if you share this link on public mode to a friend of yours in your class, they can have a go on it, so you can compare if you're doing better or worse than them. It's pretty cool. I almost forgot one important, crucial feature. So let's say you're doing the quiz and the AI quite doesn't understand something, and it gives you either a wrong question or just a question that doesn't make sense. Now, there is an actual fix for this. Now, you'll see there is a settings tab right here. It'll give you the options to export quiz to PDF, view all your results, share your quiz, restart the quiz. But what we want is edit quiz, because it'll open up this amazing page. It'll give you all the information regarding the questions. You can edit the names. But let's say that an answer is viewed as wrong, or you want to change the answer for whatever reason you need to. You can switch it over like this, or you can write stuff like that, but I'm going to change it back to 2007. Or you can even straight up just delete a question. Now, this is good because, as we know, AI isn't exactly perfect yet, but we can make it perfect when we do little changes like this. So, just letting you know for anyone who may have already wanted to figure out how to do that, that's how you do it. So I'll probably cut this somewhere weird in the video, so Yeah, don't mind me at all. Okay, so that's pretty much it for quizzes. Give a round of applause to quizzes. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything you're not quite sure about when it comes to this generation, leave a comment. I'm more than happy to fill you in if I can. So yeah, we'll skip on to the next set of features within Raena.ai, and I wish you a happy day. Until then, it's been a good one.